absolutely nothing is worth having. Not the relationship, not the job, not the money, not the yacht, not the house. Nothing is worth having if you don't at least have yourself. This is why so many people who are rich, who are billionaires, are fucking depressed. I've been this person where I had attracted everything that I had manifested. I had attracted a super nice apartment. I attracted the girls. I attracted the money. But I was still so empty. And there was a point where, after being at exactly where I thought, oh, this is exactly where I want to be, where I knew I was doing something wrong. Because I wondered, how can I have all this stuff? How could I have done all this work? How could I have read all these books and done all this stuff and still not feel good within myself? And a huge reason why that was because I was never, though I had spent a lot of time meditating and practicing presence, which I do think brought me a lot of peace, I was always just searching for the next thing. I was always looking ahead. I was always a very I gotta get there. I gotta get over there. Once I get to that version of myself, once I get to that, I'll be happy. I'll be content. I'll be good with myself. And though it served me well, though it helped me get a lot of which I wanted for myself materialistically, there was always something missing. And that thing that was missing was myself. And I didn't realize this, but I didn't realize how much of a part that I was playing, that I thought that I had to play in order to reach this point. And I used to be in sales, and I used to always put on this face, and I used to always be a little bit nicer than I really wanted to. I used to pretend listening to stories that I actually didn't give a shit about. I put on smiles. God, I that is like one of my biggest pet peeves now. Is like I put on smiles, like forced smiles, because I had to. I was supposed to. Anytime that we hear that we're supposed to do something, that's an expectation that likely does not come from within. So if you're supposed to go to college, if you're supposed to get this job, if you're supposed to date this person, if you're supposed to make this amount of money, if you're supposed to go live here, when you yourself don't even really want that, it makes perfect sense that when you do that, there's a disconnect, and you begin to distract yourself. You work harder as a way to compensate for that pain. You may distract yourself with sex, with women, with even friendship that doesn't even fully align with who you want to be. Friendship that doesn't fully align with the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with. So you, through constantly not being with yourself in the process, you constantly are just like running away through this action from yourself. And the beautiful part about being with yourself is that when you have that kind of relationship with yourself, where you are just at peace, where you feel whole, all the things, the money, the relationships, the women, the job, it doesn't mean anything, because you don't need it. Because really, we don't want the things that we work so hard for. What we want is the feeling that we think comes with those things. The problem with that is that those feelings are temporary. They come and they go. So what's the answer? I think it's about finding the beauty of all that you seek within yourself, because it's always there. When you're in a relationship that makes you feel good, when you're doing something that makes you feel good, it's not the thing itself that makes you feel good. It's, think about where the feeling comes from. The feeling comes from within. It's like the thing that's happening on the outside is just the catalyst. It's what helps bring it out of you. But the thing is that it was always there in the first place. I watched this beautiful video on Instagram a little bit earlier about this guy talking about how people who talk so much about law of attraction and manifestation can lead you the wrong way. Because it can't, I think this is true. It can be obsessive. It's like, it's so external focused. I have to get this thing outside of me. Rather than like, instead of manifesting money and manifesting like the relationship, manifesting the life you want to live, what if you manifest peace? Because he who needs nothing has everything. Food for thought.